There. Let's begin where we left off yesterday. Can you read, please, Romina?
What do you think about this article? Thomas J. Stanley, a university marketing professor, had written 3 textbooks and given seminars around the country, but he felt dissatisfied. Dissatisfied? It's right. Dissatisfied with his career. So he took time off to write The Millionaire Next Door with researchers William De Blanco. It hit the New York Times bestseller list and made them both extremely wealthy. Stanley then interviewed over 1,300 millionaires for his next bestseller, The Millionaire Mind.
Okay. Can you read one for me, please? Millionaires.
Millionaires?
Millionaires.
Millionaires.
Career.
Millionaires.
Career.
Career.
Researcher.
Researcher. Researcher.
Yeah, researcher and marketing.
Marketing.
Can you read that?
Professor.
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 Professor. Yeah, professor.
Professor.
Yes.
Professor.
Yes. Hello, mister.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
I'm not Christina, remember?
Yeah, I know. You can change your name, mister.
Where? Where, teacher?
Go to contacts.
Okay.
Or participants.
Let me check.
Yeah, participants. On the bottom of the screen, you will see participants or participantes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, click on it and a white window will appear. And you will see there your name. Click, go to your name.
Oh, but it's Natividad. You change it? Did you change it?
Yes. Click, well, just so you know, click on where it says more. Another window will appear and go down to rename.
Yes.
There, I just changed your name. Can you change it back?
Yes, right.
There you go. Very good. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Okay, now, guys, can you please talk to each other and complete this exercise? Please.
Yes. Is from work and he might not have reading. He might not have reading. Yes.
Can you complete it, please? Hello, Maria.
The millionaire next door.
Hi, teacher.
Continue.
Yes, please, complete it. Go ahead, Maria Fernanda. Can you work with Natividad and Romina? Talk to each other and complete the exercise, please.
The second one. Oh, Fernanda. Ladies first.
Okay, so you are in the first line that is empty, or where are you?
We have to write it.
Okay. Okay, so I can, because I'm the cell phone. But if you haven't answered any line, I think the correct, sorry, I have it here. I did the homework. I think it is
Okay.
time off from work, and he might not, and he might have, I don't know, and he might not have written. Is it correct or?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm writing it.
But this is not homework. This is different, right, teacher? This is
It's the
not the
one,
homework.
it's
This
the
is
one from
different.
yesterday.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was the homework. Okay, might not have written, but in the other.
Might not have.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
The
Second one.
Millionaire Next Door with William Danko. If
Because
Stanley and Danko's book.
not hadn't been.
Yeah, exactly. If Stanley and Danko's book hadn't been so successful, and I think and hadn't made.
Yeah.
I think the past perfect is repeating. Like hadn't been and hadn't made.
Hadn't. So, and he, yes.
And hadn't made. So Romina, do you agree?
You know?
Yes. Mm.
Okay.
Hadn't made. Bestseller release. Stanley might not have written his next best-selling book.
Stanley.
Yes, might not have written. Might not have written.
Yeah, the same as the first answer. Might not have written.
Oh, sorry. I can change it. Move it. Thank you.
Okay.
Next one. If Stanley had continued his
With
job
the at the end because it's past.
he had. The first line is had. Had continued. His job at the university, he hadn't made. You don't know.
He could. Or he could.
Oh, it's a
He-
result.
I think it could be like he couldn't have
He could
made
may.
so much money.
He couldn't make.
He couldn't have made.
Oh, yes.
It's like in half in the middle.
Change.
Excuse me, do I have a good audio or is
I don't know how I can
you can hear me well?
change.
It's because I have the air like I don't know how to say abanico, and I don't know if it's
And
My audio.
I listen correctly or
yes,
okay.
I can't hear your fan, so you're okay. Can you hear my fan?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
you
because the air, so I don't want to sound like bad.
No, you're okay.
Okay, thank you.
Have continued.
Yeah, like continue, but with the letter D at the end.
He
Because it's in past.
is couldn't.
And the other is he couldn't have made.
Hey. Right?
Yes.
So much
Have
money.
continued.
He probably.
Probably
Wouldn't have become.
would become.
Or is couldn't.
He probably wouldn't have become.
Couldn't have become.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't have become a millionaire.
It's missing become, but I don't know how I can add more text, teacher.
Just again, right on top of it.
I want to write more text in this line.
Just right on top of it.
One other.
Yes, another, but not complete. Just write whatever is missing.
Become.
There.
Okay. Become a millionaire himself if he had.
Decide.
If he hadn't.
Hadn't.
If he hadn't.
Decide.
Oh my God, sorry. Hadn't. Decide.
Decide. At the end.
To write about millionaires. Millionaires. How is the pronounced, teacher? Millionaires.
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 Millionaire.
Okay. The last one. On the other hand, if Stanley. The same, hadn't become.
Hadn't become.
Hadn't become.
He
Hadn't become famous. He
have enjoy it.
Somebody's good.
Would have.
Okay. On the other hand, if Stanley hadn't become famous, he could. But it's negative, no, teacher? He couldn't have enjoyed a quiet life as a professor. No, sorry. Life of professor. He is might, no?
Not become famous, he could have enjoyed.
It's good.
He could have enjoyed with ED at the end. A quiet life as a professor.
He could have.
He could have enjoyed.
Very good. Are you finished, guys?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So the first one, he might. How is that might?
GHT, yeah.
Might not have written. If Stanley and Danko's book hadn't been so successful and hadn't made the bestseller list, Stanley might not have. What is this?
Written.
Oh.
Might not have written.
But it's not, there is no written. It's missing the verb, right?
Yes.
Written. Next. Stanley had. No.
Oh, sorry.
Had continued.
Had continue.
He couldn't have made. No. Maybe it's okay. I think this is a little bit of perspective.
Mhm.
So
He,
couldn't have made is okay. He
another way.
probably wouldn't have become a millionaire himself if he hadn't decided to write about millionaires. Okay. On the other hand, if Stanley hadn't become famous, he could have enjoyed a quiet life. Very good. So only two are missing and one is misspelled. So here is written
Written.
and here is continue.
Continue.
Okay. Do you have any questions, guys?
No.
No.
No? Okay, it seems to be good. Manuel, hello, sir.
Oh, yes, teacher.
Oh,
Yes, Natividad?
Yes, we complete a sentence with the verb we have, no? But can we can we use another situation, another verbs or modals?
For
What?
For what purpose?
For example, in the first line, if Stanley and Denko's books hadn't been, I can use another way to complete
And to describe, yes. What's your idea?
in some cases, not all cases, but in some cases I can change the situation or the words.
Yes, it all depends on the story, right?
Okay. Okay, it's okay.
Okay. We'll check that a
Thank
little
you.
more in a second. Can you read, please, Romina?
Write a paragraph about something lucky that has happened to you. Why was it
Happened.
lucky? Happened to you. Why was it lucky? How would your life have been different if it hadn't happened? Choose a topic below.
There. So what you have to do is write a paragraph. You can choose any topic you want. These are only ideas. A hobby, a job, a person, or a trip. These are possible ideas, but you can use whatever you want, any other topic you may want to. Would you like to see an example?
Yes. There we go.
Okay. So here's the example. Okay. This person is talking about.
About
What is this person talking about?
About an event that was lucky in her life.
Nope.
meeting.
Meeting her husband. Okay.
Meeting.
That's what she's talking about. Now look at all the tenses. For example, here we have is, that is the present of be. Has ever happened. What is that? What is that?
Is present
Was
perfect.
perfect.
Present. What?
Present.
Ah, no,
Present
sí,
perfect.
present perfect.
Present perfect. We never would have met. What is that?
Modal perfect.
Modal perfect. If my air conditioner hadn't broken down, what is that?
Pres
Third conditional.
Condition.
They're conditional. Yes, they're conditional. One Saturday, it was so hot. What is that?
Past. Simple past.
Simple past.
Verb to be
I
past.
decided to go. What is that?
Simple past.
Simple past.
Simple past. That's where I met Jack. What is that?
Simple past.
Simple.
No, present simple.
Simple.
Not that simple past.
Simple past. Where I met Jack.
Yes, where I met Jack. And Jack wouldn't have been there if, what is that?
That's modal perfect.
Model perfect. And if we hadn't met that day, what is that?
Third
Issue.
conditional.
They're conditional. I probably would have married.
Modal
That's
perfect.
the other, the
Modal
part of the third conditional, right? It's all together.
Is the result? The result of conditional?
The result of the condition. Yes, there you go. Now that you've seen this, go ahead and read the story. Please read the story. From
Wherever we want. So
no, what I meant is read the story. Let's begin with Maria, please.
Okay. Meeting my husband is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me.
Thank
We
you.
ne-
Thank you.
Okay.
Natividad, continue, please.
sorry, I got lost. Is
From here to here.
oh sorry. We never would have met if my air conditioning hadn't broken down on Saturday.
There you go, Mr. Romina. From here to here.
It was so hot that I decided to go to the beach, and that's where I met Jack. And Jack wouldn't have been there if.
Thank you. And Manuel, can you read the rest, please?
If we hadn't met that day, I probably would have married my high school sweetheart.
There. Now, is this an action story? A terrible story? A sad story? A mysterious story?
It's good, no?
What type of story is it?
A love story.
Good.
A love story? Oh, a romantic story?
Yes, a little.
A little? Okay, a little? So, Romina, what do you think?
Also,
Yes, I think it's about love or,
It's about love.
or lucky or.
All right. So what this person is doing is describing the event, meeting my husband. Okay. And then she says, is. I want to do another thing. The luckiest thing that has ever happened to me.
Yes.
And now she starts describing everything. We never would have met if my air conditioning hadn't broken down one Saturday. That is the third conditional. And then she starts with the story. It was so hard that I decided, etc. That's what you have to do. Write your own article. You can write an article about a hobby, a job, a person, or a trip. For example, what is this story about?
Meeting her husband.
Yes. What is it about? A hobby or a job?
A person you meet.
A person. It's about a person she met. That's how you can do your own story. But Fernanda, it will be homework. Not for right now. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So it's homework and we check it later. Don't forget about this. Let's check this, please. Did you do this?
Yes. Yes,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fernanda, did you do it?
Yeah. I think yes. I don't remember. I think yes.
Romina?
No, I didn't.
Manuel?
No.
Teacher. Teacher,
Yes.
can you homework, please?
What?
Can you share? Can you share the homework
Sure.
in the group, please?
It's in the group.
But the homework for writing.
Oh.
Sorry.
You want this page or this page? Or this page? This, I'm gonna send you this.
The next page. The next slide.
Yes. I wanna send you that one too.
No, I look better than yesterday, teacher.
What?
I look better than yesterday, remember? My face.
Ah, you? Hold on, give me a second. Okay, Romina, I sent them, okay? There you are, mister. You slept a little bit more?
Yes.
That's good, mister. So let's continue. There. So, Natividad, did you said you did it?
What?
The homework?
Yes, I did.
Fernanda, did you do it?
Right. Check it out.
Yes.
Perfect. So let's go over the answers. Number one, if a music teacher.
If a music teacher hadn't heard.
Hadn't heard.
She
hadn't joined.
Hadn't joined?
Sorry.
I wrote couldn't have joined.
Couldn't.
She couldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually wouldn't. Couldn't, it's not correct in this one because she says if a music teacher hadn't heard Kelly singing in the hall in her middle school, she wouldn't have joined. Yes. It's not that she couldn't because it wasn't
okay, yeah.
If music the teacher didn't hear you.
Didn't invite her. Yes. Okay. Number three, if Kelly
hadn't learned.
Learned to sing classically in her school chorus, she might
not have been able.
She might not have been able.
To use her voice.
Perfect. Number four, if Kelly's friend
hadn't told
hadn't told her about American Idol, Kelly
Kelly
Wouldn't have
tried
tried out.
wouldn't have tried out for the show.
for the show. Number 5, if Kelly
Had received.
Had. Or
47 and not 57 of the final vote on American Idol, she
Wouldn't have won.
wouldn't have won. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Any questions?
No.
No.
Next. Number 1, PM, which is Pop Magazine. So if you
If
if
you
you hadn't sung,
you have
that song, continue.
would you have
would
won?
you have
Would you have won?
won?
Very good. Who knows?
I wrote I could have had.
Yes.
I could have.
You can say I could in this position. Yes.
Okay.
But it doesn't really matter. Next, I didn't realize how hard it would be if I
It would be
If I had known.
known,
I have known.
Maybe I wouldn't have worked.
I wouldn't have worked.
wouldn't,
I couldn't.
Nope.
Okay, I wrote wouldn't.
Nope.
Okay, it's in positive.
Right?
Yes.
Might have.
If I had known, look.
Maybe I would have.
No, maybe.
It's because
I
it says
might.
harder. Okay, yes. Sorry.
Harder on my singing.
Would.
Okay. PM.
Had you taken?
Nope.
Would you have?
No.
Would you take it? No. Would you have taken? No singing lesson?
Yeah, would you have? Would you?
Would you have? Would you have taken more singing lessons?
Yeah, I would have looked.
Yes.
I would have looked for a voice teacher and maybe a dancer teacher too. There. Any questions, guys?
No, teacher.
Natividad?
Yes, teacher. You wrote the finish line. It's not a result. Okay, I wrote, I had looked. I'm not sorry.
Would you have?
No.
You need to read the context, mister.
I'm wrong, yes.
Yeah.
I will have, yes. It's okay.
Yeah?
Questions? I will have. Yes, I will.
Okay, next.
Yes.
And we good? Yeah, next. Okay, perfect. Next. Complete each story. Miami always wanted to be a doctor, but on her 13th birthday, her parents gave her a camera. That was the start of her interest in photography, and she later became a professional photographer. If Miami hadn't gotten a camera for her birthday,
she would
I wrote.
Become.
She would become, no.
Become.
No, she
You
would.
say she might have become.
She might have become.
I got the same. She might have become a
Yeah,
doctor.
a good doctor.
Very nice. Yes, Romina, you were good. She would have come, but you didn't say have, and that was the only problem, okay?
Mhm.
Romina, let me tell you this. You said she would become. That's incomplete.
She would
because
have.
she would have become, yes, okay?
Mhm.
Number 3, Stephanie loved to build things when she was younger. She even helped her father design an addition to their house. But when she was in high school, she was spotted by a modeling agency and became a model. She always says that
She always says
she,
that.
what?
She wouldn't have been an architect.
She wouldn't?
She would have been an architect.
She would have been
She would
an
have
architect.
been an
Architect.
excellent architect. Yes, I have the same.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. I was stuck with the word become in my head for a second, but no, you guys are correct. It's good. She would have been an architect. Very good. Next.
Next.
Can you read, please, Romina? Number 4.
Martin loved farming, but he had no interest in cooking. His grandmother nevertheless made him
Nevertheless.
nevertheless
Yes.
nevertheless made him help her cook dinner every Sunday. Martin just opened his second organic restaurant. If his grandmother hadn't taught
Taught him.
him how to cook,
He
he
he might have had a farm.
Very good, mister. Yes, what do you have, Fernanda?
I have, he couldn't have opened the restaurant.
In this case, we can't say he couldn't.
It would be
Wouldn't.
like wouldn't, okay.
He would have opened.
Wouldn't.
Okay. Romina, what do you think?
he
I have another
wouldn't
one.
he wouldn't have no he would have been a farmer.
He would have been a farmer. Very good. Very good. Thank you very much, guys. Manuel, are you there? What?
I have another one.
Yeah, tell me.
Martin, or he wouldn't have found his biggest passion.
Good.
How do you say vocación?
What?
Calling.
Calling?
Calling.
Can you write it, please, teacher? Calling, okay. Calling, okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
calling.
Okay.
There. Manuel, are you there?
Yes,
Can you read number
yes,
5,
I hear.
please? Can you read number 5, please?
How she, a trombone player, was taking part in a competition. As he stepped on stage, he noticed a beautiful woman in front row of the audience. Playing his piece, he became distracted by the woman he forgot the music and didn't win the competition. If he hadn't seen the woman, he would have won the competition.
He would?
He would have.
He would?
He would have.
Are you 100% sure?
He hadn't seen the woman. He might, could be, he might.
Ah, that's better. He might.
Okay, okay. He might have won the competition.
Somebody has a
Okay.
somebody else has a different end.
I have, he wouldn't have forgotten how to play the music.
He wouldn't have forgotten
How
his,
to play the music.
nope, he wouldn't have forgotten his.
Okay, his notes.
Okay, you can say notes. The answer is in the story, but notes is good too. His piece.
Okay, his piece.
But his notes is also good. Okay, what do you have, Natividad?
Yes, I have. He could have. He could have won the competition.
Yes, he could have won. Perfect, mister. What about you, Romina? What do you think?
I think he might have won the competition.
He might want, yes. That's good. That's good. Thank you very much, guys. Now, complete the sentences with past models and your own ideas. Number one, if I had left the school at the age of 16, I might not have met the teacher who inspired me the most. How about let's make it in present simple. Inspires.
Met the teacher who inspires me the most. If I hadn't taken English.
In teams or?
I wouldn't.
Yes. Did you guys have it? Romina, do you have it? No? What about you, Manuel? Do you have it? I guess not. What about Maria Fernanda and Natividad? Do you guys have it?
No, I don't have those.
What about you, Natividad?
No, teacher.
No? All right. Well, I guess we can have that for later. Another time. Now, you know, this is a difficult topic, but I think you guys got it. How do you feel about it?
I feel good, but I confuse when to use could and when no. So I think that I need to be careful with the context.
Yes, same.
Exactly correct. The context. Yes. One more thing that you can always keep in mind is the intention of the person.
Yes.
Okay, for example, with the trombone player. Yes, the person that was playing the trombone in a competition and forgot his piece. Okay, that is not the intention. The intention for him was to win. But the context is that he was in a competition, right? So with him, you are not sure that he was going to win, but he had a chance. So when he has a chance, then you use could or might, right?
Okay.
But when you are sure, like on the other competition or like the architect, yes, because we're sure, then you say
would.
Because
okay.
Correct?
Thank you very much. That's so helpful.
So remember, you have to check the context and the intention too.
Teacher, in my case, it's difficult to understand
Yeah,
when I have to use might have. Might have.
might have is when you're a little bit sure. Would is you're very sure.
Mhm,
Could, 50-50.
mhm,
Might, a little sure.
okay,
Yes?
okay.
For example, who has traveled to Cancun?
Me.
Oh, once again, who has traveled to Cancun?
Me, teacher.
Maria, Natividad. Romina, have you?
No,
No?
I haven't.
What about you, Manuel?
No, no, no.
No?
I love
Me
to,
neither.
I love to, but
Yes. So, are you sure? Are you 50-50 sure, or you're a little sure you want to go to Cancun? In the case of Natividad and Fernanda, want to go to Cancun again.
Yes, of course.
So, yes, there you go. So, Romina, if you are sure you want to go to Cancun, then I can ask you, where would you go if you had 10,000 pesos? Are you sure you would go to Cancun? Are you 50-50 you would go to Cancun? Or are you a little sure you will go to Cancun?
100%. Bueno,
Then
very
the
sure.
answer is I would go to Cancun because you're 100% sure. Yes. And if you want to be more intense, you want to specify it, you can say, I would absolutely go to Cancun. I would definitely go to Cancun. Okay, now in the same tense, what are you 50-50 sure you would, what place are you 50-50% sure that you would go? Acapulco.
Acapulco.
If you're 50-50% to go about to Acapulco, what would you say? What do you say? Would, could, or might?
Good.
What?
Good.
Could, right?
Good.
Could, yes. Then you say, I could go to Acapulco. Yes?
Okay.
Because on this context, it's about the possibility, not the ability.
Okay.
Yes. And what are you a little sure you might go? What place are you a little bit sure?
Michoacán.
And how do you say it? I would, I could, or I might?
I might.
I might go to Cancun. Is that better, guys?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Now let's continue with the next topic.
Let's go. Go ahead.
What?
We are ready.
Excellent.
No questions. It's okay.
There. We're going to start with this lesson. Stories. What do you guys see on the screen?
A cup of coffee, the beach.
Let's talk about stories. Highlights. What are the typical highlights in people's lives?
What is the meaning
To
of
highlight.
highlights?
Yes. What's the meaning?
What is the meaning? Very good question, Romina.
Uh,
Romina, here is where I want you to look at the context. Let's look at the context. And I'm sure more of your classmates have the same question. Who wants to know what do highlights mean? Nobody? Everybody knows?
Sorry.
I have an idea. I don't know exactly like the translation, but
Very
I
good.
understand what a
Why?
highlight is.
Why?
Because I have seen, I don't know, for example, on Instagram, you have highlights, like important moments or
Very
things
good.
that you have had.
Important moments. But how do we go from highlights to important moments? Very good. Do you ladies get highlights on your hair?
Highlights.
Yes, on your hair.
Uh,
Here in
on my
Acapulco,
hair?
yeah, on your hair. In Acapulco, it's very common for ladies to get highlights. And actually, it's becoming popular on boys too. You know what's a
Highlights,
highlight?
is it another concept like to tie your,
No, it's only one group of hairs, like one mechon, a different color.
okay. No, so no, I have never.
Then don't worry about that example. It's a bad example because you don't know it. Okay, so a highlight, and you can see here, what are some typical highlights in people's lives? So, Romina, I am answering your question, okay? Look at the question. Typical highlights, people's lives. What is a highlight? What do you see in the pictures? What is this, and this, and this, and this, and this? What do you see in the pictures?
The most important moments in the lives
Important moments. Very good.
the people.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. That's what you have to do every time, Romina. Yes, I know there's always new vocabulary and sometimes there aren't any pictures. But when there are, then look at the pictures. If there is a small story, read the story so you can gather the context, all the information you can, and the information will appear. Okay? And of course, you can ask again, as always, it's part of the lesson, of the class. So what are some typical highlights in people's lives, guys?
Get married.
Actually, Manuel, can you read the example, please? Manuel, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Can you read the example, please?
Well, getting into college seems to be a real highlight for a lot of people.
There, once again, what is the highlight, Romina?
The special moments.
Getting into college. Getting into college.
Getting into college will be that one. What else? Another thing? Another thing from this picture? What's another highlight, another important moment?
I don't know when you.
What, Natividad? Wait, guys, give me 1
Getting a
second.
grade or I don't know. We have to do it, guys.
Their graduation. How do you say graduation in English?
Fernanda,
I
how
think
do you
it's
say
graduation or prom.
Yes,
I think
guys.
it's okay, graduation.
A graduation, yes. What else?
A degree.
When you win something.
When you win
Important for
something.
you.
Very good. What else?
When someone important for you die.
Oh my gosh.
It's because here we have only positive highlights,
That was
but
my,
Yes.
obviously there
that was
are
my
negative
question.
highlights.
That's
in
why
the
they
Negative.
are highlights.
Highlight.
Ah,
It could be
okay.
negative.
Yes.
And in negative, is it the same or it changes?
It's not counted into a highlight category.
Okay. It's only like
It's a bit
a sad
different.
moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Highlight are
Okay.
all the important wanted
Positive.
memories.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Let's go next to the next slide. Now, we interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Let me ask you that question. Guys, what are some of the highlights in your life so far?
So far. So far is, well,
To this day, from the past, where is it? From the past to this day, so far.
Well, in my case, get a contract in a school.
To get, yes, to get the contract, to get the plaza. Did you get the plaza?
No, it's a contract.
Only a
No, it's a
contract.
plaza.
Excellent. So there's,
Yes.
but you got a
Okay.
plaza. Very good. What else, guys? No ideas? Nothing?
Apply for an English course because in the past
Yeah.
I didn't take any English course.
No?
Could
Where
be.
did you learn English?
No, I mean apply for this English course to get well in the Cenni application.
Oh.
Guys, no answers.
my graduation.
Well,
Your graduation, very good, Romina. Natividad,
when my twins were born,
when your kids were born, very good. Maria Fernanda,
A highlight. I don't know. Maybe when my brother and my sister were born.
okay, yeah, it's very good, but
I'm the oldest.
okay. In that case, that is a highlight. Yes,
Yeah, I guess I'm
absolutely.
the oldest.
Okay, now we're going to listen to Jani, 35. She's a teacher in Vancouver, Canada. We're going to listen to Marcos, who is 25 from Brazil. And we're going to listen to this couple, Jingwei and Sean from China, who are students. Listen to the interviews and what special things has each person done. Are you ready?
Okay.
We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months. But it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet, but that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
There, guys. So what are the highlights of Janie?
Jenny lived in Italy.
She lived in Italy?
Yes.
Is that it?
And she went to Central America to rebuild homes when there was an earthquake.
Okay. What else? Is that it?
That's all.
That's all? What about Marcos?
Marcos is a coach, a soccer team. Maybe.
Is that it?
And he had a band, but I don't know what kind of band. But
Is there more?
I don't know.
Okay, what about the couple? Jingwei and Shang. Would you like to listen again?
Okay.
Okay, listen again.
We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months. But it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet. But that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
Okay, guys. Do you have anything else?
In the last picture, we met into a college.
In college, what else?
Yeah.
They got a master, but I don't know who. They got a master and somebody else got a PhD.
Is that it?
It was confusing.
Yeah.
All right, let's go for the story. There. We're going to listen and read at the same time.
We interviewed people and asked, what are some of the highlights of your life so far? Janie, 35, Vancouver, Canada, high school teacher.
Oh, I've been pretty lucky up until now. For one thing, I've traveled a lot. I lived in Italy a couple of years ago. That was amazing. Then after Italy, I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes after a major earthquake for 2 months. It was hard work, but so rewarding. Life has definitely been interesting so far.
Marcos, 25, Belo Horizonte, Brazil, college student.
I've done some interesting things in the last few years. I started a band the year before last, though it didn't last. We broke up after 6 months. But it was fun. And I've been coaching a local soccer team for the last 2 years. That's been good. We've won most of our matches. I still haven't decided what I want to do after I graduate. I haven't thought too much about it yet. But that's okay.
Jingwei, 25, and Shang, 27, Beijing, China, designer and graduate student.
Well, we haven't really done anything except work over the last few years. We met when we were in college. Shang was getting his master's, and I was studying design. Then Shang started his PhD. Since then, he's just been concentrating on school.
Jingwei got an internship at a fashion company last year. That was a big thing for her. You've been enjoying it so far, haven't you?
There, guys. So let's take a look. Did Jenny lived in Italy?
Yes.
Yes, lived in Italy. Very good. What about went to Central America? Went to Central America.
Yes,
Very nice. Is that it? Or is there more?
More.
Yeah. What?
Rebuilding homes. Rebuilding home after a major earthquake.
The first one is I've traveled
Not.
a lot. Is that one or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Then lived in Italy, went to Central America. And what else? This is part of the same. Went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. Yes, it's the same.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is a little context. What did she do there?
We were building home after major.
Okay. What about Marcos? Coach of a soccer team?
Yes.
I've been coaching a local soccer team. Very good. He had a band? I started a band. Very good. Is there something else? How about this one? Is that one or not?
But it's something he did.
Is it a highlight or is not a highlight?
Yes, yes it is.
What about this one?
It's like a highlight, but it's negative, no?
You think it's negative?
Yes, we brought up
Maybe it's negative.
because he's talking about the band.
Yes. Next, with the couple. Met in college.
Yes.
Met when we were in college. Very good. Got a master's?
Yes.
Shane was
Yes.
getting his master's. Got a PhD?
Yes.
Shane started his PhD. Very good. Is there anything else?
I was studying design.
Okay, studying design is good. Okay, what else? Is there something else?
Jin Wei got an
Haven't worked.
internship at a fashion
There
company.
you go. Jin Wei got an internship. There. Do you have any questions? No? Can we go to the next one?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go.
Discuss the questions about the people. Give your own opinions. There are only 4 of you, Romina, Natividad, Maria Fernanda, and Manuel. So we're not gonna go into sessions. Right here in these main sessions, ask and answer the questions, please. I will be back in 1 minute, okay? But please ask and answer all the 5 questions. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Yes, please. All 4 of you, Romina, Natividad, Maria Fernanda, and Manuel, ask and answer the 5 questions.
Okay. Well, guys, who has the most initiative? Initiative. I think that is
Everybody.
It's Shen. I think it's Shen.
Yes. Yes.
Couple.
Shen because
Shen.
he was getting his master, studied design, then started a PhD. I don't.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's what I think. So that's what I think. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yes, I agree with you, Manuel. Who works very hard? I think Shen because he studied a lot in his life. What do you think?
Is the second one?
Yes. Who works
Who's
very
very
hard?
hard? Jenny. Is it Jenny?
I believe it's Jenny.
Jenny because yes, Jenny. Jenny was rebuilding homes after major earthquake. And the last, yes, Jenny. Number 3. Or what do you think?
I think Jenny.
Jenny. Yes, Manuel, Fernanda. Who makes the most out of life?
Jenny, I think it's Jenny because she
travel a lot.
travel a lot.
Jenny, number 3, Jenny.
Okay, I agree.
Yes. Number 4.
Who is doing something you good?
Would like to do?
In my case, Jenny, because she travel a lot. What about you, Manuel?
I with the doing so you like to do is Jing Wei? No, I mean Shen was getting his master. That's what I like to do.
Did you want to do a master or did you?
Yes. Because this
I
is doing
think-
something you like to do.
I think Shane, yes.
In my case, Shen.
Doing something you like to do.
And okay, and who has?
As one.
Excuse me, Manuel.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay, who has the most exciting life?
Exciting life.
Who has the most exciting life? Bueno, I think for me is Jenny because she travel a lot and I
Yes.
like
me-
know new places.
Jenny, I think so.
Yes,
Because
I agree
like
with
to
Jenny.
travel a lot. I like to travel too.
Finish, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
No? All right, let's continue with the next one. Talking about the past. Find the sentences below in the interviews. Do they refer to a completed past time or a past time that continues up to now? Write C or N and then read the grammar chart. So I went after Italy, I went to Central America. Is this a completed past time or a past time that continues up to now? What is number 1?
After Italy, I went to Central. Letter C?
A completed past time?
Yes.
Yes.
What about number 2?
I think it's letter N.
N.
It's a past time that continues up to now?
I think so.
Yes, I think.
What about number 3?
Okay.
Let's try that. Completed past time. C.
And 4?
Since then, he's been concentrated at school. And
C? Letter C?
maybe N.
He's been concentrating on school. See? Is it a completed past time?
Yes.
I think N.
Mina, is this simple past?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Is this a completed time past time?
No, it's letter M because the sentence has a pair in gerund.
So is a completed time?
Past.
All right, so there's a story. And what is the difference between sentences 1 and 3 and the sentences 2 and 4? What's the difference?
The difference is the action is continue right now, maybe. No? For example, a second one, Life has definitely been interesting so far. Is because they are doing the same things right now in the present.
Okay, well, let's check the next part. We have the past tense, which is the simple past, versus the present perfect. Use the past tense for situations and events that are part of a completed past time, not connected to now. So I lived in Italy a few years ago. I'm not there now. What is this? Simple past.
Pass.
Simple past.
The band didn't last. Simple past.
Mhm.
We broke up after 6 months. Simple past. Use the present perfect for situations and events that are part of a past time that continues up to now. Life has been interesting so far. It still is.
Yes, yes.
This one started in the past, but so far continues up to today. Present perfect. Marcos hasn't decided what he wants to do yet. Something that started in the past and is true today. Next, use simple verbs. I'm over here. Use simple verbs for completed events or permanent situations. Marcos' band broke up. What is that? Completed or permanent?
Permanent.
It's both, right?
Completed.
It's completed and permanent, right?
Completed.
And permanent. But what about the next one? I've been pretty lucky. What is that?
Permanent.
Completed or permanent?
Permanent.
That one is
teacher.
What?
What's the difference between completed and permanent? It's the same, no?
Nope, not really. It has different context, different meaning, different intention. For example,
context with
Marcos' band broke up. So the breakup is momentary or permanent?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know exactly.
Yes, you do. Marcos' band broke up. Simple past.
Okay, permanent.
Completed.
So it's complete because they broke up, they split, and it's permanent because they will always be separated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But what about I've been pretty lucky? Is that completed?
No.
No. Now, this is permanent. Would you say it's permanent?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Next. Use continuous verbs for background, ongoing, or temporary events or situations. We were rebuilding homes. What is that? Background, ongoing, or temporary?
What is the meaning of background and ongoing?
Background is context. Oh my gosh, who left? Manuel, no, Manuel. So what is we were rebuilding? Background, ongoing, or temporary?
According to context,
Is background, right? Because she says that. I went to Central America and worked with a team of volunteers. We were rebuilding homes. So what is that? We were rebuilding homes. Background, ongoing, or temporary?
What is the meaning of
yes,
those
teacher,
going?
but
Ongoing,
is
go, continuous.
continuous.
So we were rebuilding homes is everything. Is background,
But
ongoing, temporary event in the past, correct?
we have to know what we are talking about, no? In this exactly.
Only
So
by
in this
reading the
case,
context. One more time.
We're talking about the Jenny, no?
Yes.
But the Jenny, I mean, we are talking about the person. Jenny, only that. But what
Yes.
happens if we are talking about the things that Jenny do? Maybe I can say, if you say we were rebuilding homes, I can say it's temporary because I'm talking about the rebuilding homes. It's a temporary work.
2 months. 2 months.
For 2 months.
What is that? Temporary, right?
Yes.
There.
Talking about the work. I think.
Okay, so we were rebuilding homes. What about he's been coaching a soccer team? What is that?
He's been
Background, ongoing, or temporary?
Ongoing and temporary.
Ongoing and temporary?
Yes.
Maybe.
Ongoing.
Ongoing, background, temporary, all of the above, but it's true in the present. It's still true in the present. The difference with the other one, with rebuilding homes, is that this is background, ongoing, temporary, in the past. And the other one, he's been coaching, is background, ongoing, temporary, now. But let's go for other examples. Okay. Can you read, Romina, please?
Use the simple past for an action that happened in the past is overdone, finished. Use the present perfect for an action that started in the past. Food is still true today.
Examples. Simple past. Finished, completed event. Present perfect, not finished, ongoing event. Other differences. A specific time in the past. Indefinite time in the past. Examples with the simple past. I cooked dinner last night. Look, a specific time in the past.
Last night.
Simple past. Present perfect, indefinite time in the past. I have cooked dinner all week. All week, indefinite time, which means the week is not over. And because the week is not finished, then we use have cooked. Because it's not finished.
Yes.
There.
Okay.
I think this is it for today. I'm gonna send you this and this slide as homework, okay?
Yes. Okay, teacher.
Okay.
All right. Oh my gosh, it's very late. I'm sorry, you didn't let me know. Okay. Yeah, we're finished. Do you have any questions?
Oh.
Okay.
No, how was the class?
Interesting again for me, but we need more practice.
More practice, yes, more practice, of course. Maria Fernanda, what do you think? Romina, what do you think?
I think my questions were solved when you tell me like wood is 100% sure and could is like a 50, and with this topic that like past simple and past perfect, I think I only have to practice, but I know them. I don't have problem.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Romina?
The class was easy and interesting.
Very good. Thank you very much. Manuel?
The class, I mean, was the listening part. It was it was an opportunity to deal to get the ability, and it was great.
Very good. Thank you very much,
Okay.
guys. Do you have any questions?
No question.
No? Great.
No, sure.
Then in
Thank
that
you.
case, thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next Monday.
Oh, today's Thursday. Oh my God.
Today's Thursday.
Okay.
Okay. See you next week,
Okay,
guys.
teacher.
Thank you.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, take care.
Bye, guys.